Hey everybody, welcome back to Crazy Gamer Models. How is everybody doing today? This is my Patreon tool video for this week, and it is going to be on Zuron hand tools. Oh, is that going to show up? Is that going to show up? Let's try to get that to show up here. Zuron hand tools, and I have a few different ones I want to talk about. How I use these. Now I've had these for a while. I've tested them. I've done many different tests, and I'll tell you how they're useful in modeling. I've also used them for my electronics projects and different things like that. First, I want to talk about these Zurons. These are I believe they're the 488s. Yeah, these are the 488s. These are your round tipped pliers. And these are great for doing grab bars and handles and bending wire in loops and just making round type bends in your wire. They're non-marring, so there's no marring on these, and they have a nice feel, nice squeeze to them, nice pair of pliers. They have their uses. They may not be for everybody, but if you want to make some grab bars, I'll show you an example here. I have some wire here, like this wire right here. I know it's silver. It's not gonna. This is pretty springy wire. So you want to make like an antenna, but you can, you can take it and you can bend a nice loop in it. So if you wanted a make a grab bar out of it, you straighten it out like that, and you come in on this other side right here, and you bend it down around the round edge, and if you take more time and more care, you have a grab bar with nice rounded ends. And as you go down, it gets wider, so you can have different roundness as you move down on the tool. So this is the 488 pliers. Now, next we're going to talk about some special cutters for cutting wire. These are the 691s. These are also Zuron, made in America. All these products are made in America. And these are a type of double flush cutters. That's what these are called. These are double flush cutters. They're 691 is their model number, but they're a double flush cutter. And if you know side cutters, they cut flush on one side and then they leave a wedge shaped on the other side, like that right there. How that is kind of cut off at an angle right there. Well, when you get a double flush cut like so, it's cut flush there, and it's cut flush, oops, sorry for bumping the camera, where I just cut it off, so it doesn't leave, there it is. So it's two flush cuts right there. Get my fingers out of the way, sorry. Instead of leaving one flush and one like that with that angle on there, like we'll see in a minute. So this is the 691, the Zuron flush cutters, double flush cutters, I should say. It's very important, double flush cutters. Next, we'll talk about their side cutters. These are just their flush side cutters. I use these for cutting all my wire for my grab bars and whatnot. I don't have a model number on these. These are their micro shear flush cutters, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. How this. See, if I cut it like this with the angle in there. If I cut it like that on that side that the angle was on, it left that angle cut on there, but on this other side, it left the flush side. So, because it's flush on one side and angled on the other, very steep angle. You can use these for sprue cutting, but like I said, I've done a review on their sprue cutters, and I think they are amazing. And I think that these flush cutters are great for cutting wire for grab bars and things like that. This is pretty heavy duty wire. Probably shouldn't have cut that, but I did. And they still look good. So, and then next we're going to look at, these are tweezer nose. These are their tweezer nose. As you can see, they are non-marring, and they come to a nice point. You got to come in here, and you want to hold apart and glue it down with a little bit more grip and force than a pair of tweezers can give you. Then these are the way to go. These are their tweezer nose. These are pretty good product. I have to say I haven't used these as much as I've used their other pliers. I have gotten a set, and these are probably the least used. But, if you want to glue in, say for example, you have this right here, this part glues in to here like that. Well, that would be kind of hard to hold, so you just come in here with the tweezer, hold that in there. If it was cleaned up, it'd fit, and then just hold it and just get your glue on there, and you're good to go. So they're good for that. They're non-marring, so little extra work for that process. The next is their tweezer nose, but these have grip in them. These have the serrated on the inside. It's hard to see. They look non-marring, but there's little teeth in them, so they won't mar the plastic. But these are nice needle nose pliers. They got a nice tip on them. I use these for bending wire too, gently. Use the other ones for bending wire also, if I want like a square edge on it instead of a round edge. So that's these tweezer nose with the serrations in there for better grip. So that's those Zurons. They're basically like these, same process, same things like this. I will show you what it looks like when you bend a wire with it. And you just take it like this, and you get more of a 90-degree out of the wire than if you if you want to bend some piping or something for an engine, for extra detail on an engine. You use a stiff wire like this, and you could manipulate the wire with a pair of these needle type pliers, and you could get all kinds of bends, and and then have one go up like this at an angle. If I can grab it, have one go up like this at an angle right there, and then you have a nice wire there. So you do nice bends with this, and as you can see, I bent that and it didn't mark up that wire very much because this is a harder wire. But if you're using a soft wire, you want to use the non-marring ones with the smooth jaws. And last but not least is the Zuron Photo Etch cutters. These are the 440s. These are for their photo etch shears, and I have a piece of photo etch here. It's photo etch brass. Boom, cuts right through it. This will cut their Tamiya's photo etch steel. These things are fantastic. Basically, this is the only way I can cut Tamiya's photo etch stainless steel. Cut things out with this stuff. If you watch my RB Tools production scribe tool, that's that stainless. I was able to cut the fret away with these, no problem, no issues whatsoever. So I keep the cap on them to keep the tip sharp too, so I can get into the frets. Don't cut them on. Don't use those on wire, guys. So there we go. We got nice collection of Zuron hand tools. So I'm going to try to put links to all these in the description below, but that's basically going to do this. Thank you guys for being my Patreons. Thank you so much for all your support and being there for me, especially those of you who've been there in the beginning when I first started my Patreon. Thank you guys so much. You know who you are. If you have a specific tool you see me use on videos and you want it reviewed, you let me know on that Patreon page, and I will get a review up just for you guys as quick as I can get one up. So you guys have a great day, and thank you so much.